it's funny because the first time I met Ambrose was
Well,
that time.
I was going to
Yeah,
transition. So tell
yeah.
us about how you first met Ambrose and all this kind of thing. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of that meeting,
Oh my,
but I'm going to throw up some other stuff from that night on the stream.
yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy.
yeah, that was the night he was there. Unfortunately, he's not pictured because he didn't come up and play.
Yeah,
But
he did.
so
So
tell us.
glad.
I mean, you can tell us about how you met Ambrose or how you got these guys to come to the
Yeah,
cipher, however you want to talk about it.
man. Okay, that's a crazy story. Oh man, that's a crazy, crazy story. Oh man, that story is amazing. It's like kind of one of those like whoa moments for me. It's like
Mhm.
to me, like I didn't take that moment as a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was very like it meant a lot. Like I didn't think it was a coincidence at all. It kind of was like, okay, like this is, keep doing what you're doing type thing. Like I remember we were at Cypher, me and Marie-Ketely. I don't know if you don't know Marie-Ketely. She's like an insane bass player, like
Yes, indeed.
ridiculous. Like she's like such a fast learner. Like it's incredible. Like how fast she learned that instrument. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I mean,
It's
she when she first came to Cypher, I think she'd been playing for a couple of months or something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
from that until where she is now she's part of the house band as you are as well.
yeah.
It's been crazy to watch the speed of that progress.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of ridiculous.
yeah.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to
I
Marie-Ketely.
remember. Yeah, I remember. We were going to catch like I think the last bus or something like that because it was during Jazz Fest. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Jazz
yeah.
Fest exactly. So what year was it?
2017.
2017. Oh,
Yeah.
that was long. Yeah, and I remember like we we came across I don't know if you know this great he's from Montreal. His saxophone player called Jowee Omicil.
Yes.
Like Joey, we saw Joey and we were like, "Yo, Joey, how's it going?" Like we started talking about Joe, and like basically like he was just talking, like giving us some game about like the whole music path and like how hard we needed to work and how hard he worked to get where he's at. I'm saying, yeah, that's
Mhm.
Joey. That's my big bro right there. And as we're talking, like I just see because I had already met Justin at that point, Justin Brown. I had met him like multiple times at um at Thundercat shows in
Yeah.
Montreal. Like
And
at like
he was at Cypher the year before that also.
exactly he was at the
2016. Yeah.
exactly that's the I think that's the first time I met him. I think
Okay.
yeah that's
Okay.
exactly it. And And yeah, I remember, yeah, so I saw Justin. I was like, oh my God, it's Justin. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw it was a pack of them. It was Justin, Ambrose Akinmusire, Justin Tyson, Eric Harland that we mentioned earlier, Eric
Yeah.
Harland, Kendrick Scott, Gerald Clayton. Who else was there? Harish Raghavan was there.
Yes.
Am I missing anybody? Am I missing? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. I think I'm missing somebody. But yeah, all these people were there, and I was just like I couldn't believe like what I was seeing. Like I was like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it was crazy because I remember like there's this. I spoke to Kendrick Scott because there was this one tune that like I absolutely love, like called "Cycling Through Reality." Like everybody that's ever played with me, like probably I've made them play that tune. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like exactly. And it was crazy because I actually talked to him and I was like, "Yo, so like, what is this song about?" You know what I'm saying? He like
Nice.
explained what it was about. He was saying that it was about his brother that kept going into like this destructive behavior habit that he had, but every time he would come out of it, he would come back better. And if you know the tune, like it's basically chorus by chorus, like it's like kind of a cycle passes on. So he said like every time you play, it's your time to play. You have to come out better than the last time. It was like kind of a cycle. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, so Ambrose was there as well, and it was just like, and I like that. I mostly talked with Gerald Clayton. I remember because like as a piano player, he was my guy. So we had an interaction, and he was really, really encouraging. And like he asked me, "Oh, so who are your favorite piano players?" And I was like, "You."
Well, you were honest.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then it was a crazy time. And we actually after the whole thing, I actually like Gerald like kept gave me his contact information, and we kept contact ever since. Yeah, that was a crazy night, man. And I think that's me, like right in the corner right there.
I think so. Yeah, right. Unfortunately, you're kind of cropped out, but I think that is you over here.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to thank you, you know, and thank many people who have made these wonderful, incredible, killer musicians. And also very giving people from my interactions, my limited interactions, because I'm usually on stage like hosting and trying to get people up and down, so I don't get to interact with them, unfortunately. But all these people who have come through over the years, and those that have made it happen, because I know that sometimes, you know, you or other people have reached out to people and be like, okay, we sent a text to so and so, we say, you know, like trying to get people to come through. So it's always greatly appreciated.